I don't know what happened, but it said that they that somebody thought. So what just popped up whenever that happened was that somebody either reported me for community guideline issues, or they said that I was using copyrighted video or sound. I don't know what happened. I don't know if maybe somebody accidentally pushed a button, or if somebody doesn't like me being on here and talking. I don't know what I would have done to violate community guidelines. I was just literally talking to you guys. So hopefully that doesn't happen again, because if it does, I might not be able to do these videos. YouTube is automated too much. What do you mean by that? Hello? If you guys are just coming back, I had a little bit of a video going, and then I was either marked for community guideline failure or something. I don't know. I thought maybe it was like because I have wine in the background and maybe somebody didn't like that, but sorry. I feel weird now. I feel like I'm gonna say something wrong. Oh, Big Brother's watching. Doing great so far. Is Crystal Light okay? I think Crystal Light is okay. Has bots that run scripts to remove all kinds of content and ban stuff. He means the algorithms are shooting. Okay. Yeah, that was really weird. I don't know what happened, but moving on. We'll move on and we will go on with the day and see how everybody's doing again. How's everybody doing? You all doing great? How's the fasting days going? How was your eat day? I haven't had lunch yet and it's 3 o'clock, so I don't even know. Yeah. Wow. There's so many things popping up. I'm so sorry if I'm missing messages, guys. I'm doing okay. Like I said, I ate breakfast this morning at about 10:20, and from there on out, I haven't had anything else. I did snack a little bit on like some Cheez-Its. I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to kind of keep distracted today. I downloaded The Sims 4, so that way I'm not like snacking on a whole bunch of things up in my pantry. But I haven't even really played it. Does anybody else like play that game and they make their character and they go to play and you're like, I'm bored, I'm ready to move on? Sipping a coffee, went for a walk, made homemade electrolyte drink. What is that like? Did you add salt to it, like pink Himalayan salt or something? What's a homemade electrolyte drink? I would like to know. Do I fast on my periods? Yes, I do. Just throwing it out there, that's happening now, and I do. Usually the week before, I really struggle with my eating, and I did this last week, not because of the stress and everything that was going on in the world around us, but I also had that issue, or it's not even an issue, it's a normal human thing, but I was getting ready to start. Do I take supplements? I don't really take any supplements, no. Honey-based drinks are awesome electrolyte drinks. I copy the snake juice, but I don't follow them. Oh, I don't even know what that is. I've not even heard of it before. Well, I mean, I have heard of it before, but I don't know what it is. I didn't look into it to see what it was anyway, but. So tell me guys, what are you going to be doing to keep distracted on your fasting days? I kind of want to know what your ideas are. Do you ever drink alcohol on your eat days? Yeah, I do wine on my eat days. I try to do it in moderation though. One of the things I always get asked is, did you ever plateau within your first year of intermittent fasting? And in my first year of intermittent fasting, the month of June, it was parties every weekend. My best friend's birthday party, we had a party. Then the weekend after that, then it was my birthday party, and then there was another birthday party or some kind of party. We had parties every weekend, and I did drink on those parties, and I didn't lose any weight that month. So after that, I decided to cut out alcohol from my diet basically, or what I was eating, consuming, and things like that. And the next month I lost 12 pounds. So I really believe, yes, alcohol will prevent you from burning fat. And whenever I was drinking every weekend, I definitely think that it, helped keep me from losing weight that month. So I only do it in moderation now, really, maybe once a week, maybe. I'm not a big drinker, so I don't do it very often. I've heard a lot of people have trouble sleeping on their fasting nights, and I don't really know what that would be, if like your body is wanting to eat or what. I don't have that problem, so I'm sorry. I don't know really what to do on those nights whenever you can't sleep. Kind of makes me sad. With a lot, yeah, I know, I have all those bottles behind me, but we don't know how long we're gonna be like stuck inside, so. Yeah, I know, but that's not just mine. Okay, listen guys, that's not just my alcohol. It's not. Yeah. I'm not a big drinker, but I just bought like 6 bottles of wine. No, those are for like extended periods of time. No, not just for today. Ugh. Now I'm getting warm. Quarantinas, that's funny. I have a lot more than that for sure. What's your favorite wine? I'm a white wine person, but I just recently started getting into reds, which I know is better because it has a lower carb count. Not that I follow that necessarily. I like drinking what tastes good whenever I do drink, because like I said, I'm not a big drinker. If I drink, I want to like what I'm drinking. How do you start? I'm a newbie. Laura, I actually have a video on my channel that is for beginners. It's on my page. When you go to it, it'll say basically my guide for beginners. And if you watch that, that'll answer a lot of questions for you on there. Boone Farms wine, not real wine. Boone Farm. I don't know. Is that like a local from where you are? Because I live in Missouri, so I don't know. You're welcome. So we were talking about distractions. I want to hear what you guys are doing to distract yourself on your fasting days. I am painting. I used to paint all the time, and then I stopped for a while. And I'm trying to pick it back up again. Do you eat based on hunger or based on calories? I mean, right now, like I said, I'm not hungry, so I'm not eating. Any recipes coming out soon? I did put one out for my breakfast this morning on my group. On Facebook, and it's also the easy spinach omelet recipe that I put on my channel that a lot of people didn't like, probably because I wasn't too informative on it. But I do this thing called Snap Snacks on my channel, where it's like if I record the food that I make, then I kind of just put it in a video and put it out on YouTube for you guys so you can see what I'm making. So watching movies. Do you want us to share recipes? Yeah, if you want to, please do. Don't feel like this is all up to me. Like the Facebook group, or if you're not part of the Facebook group, it's all like accountability and helping people get through their fasting days and tell them what to eat, because a lot of people don't know what to eat. And there's a lot of people that like, they say, don't eat this or don't eat that. But I've honestly found eating what I want, and I haven't had any issue. Do you still allow 500 on your fast days? If you want to, you can eat 500 on your fasting days, but I prefer to do 0 because you get the full benefits of fasting. On eat days, you try to stay your BMR and TDEE? Yes, I do. The reason that I have it set between my BMR and my TDEE is if I eat over that calorie amount, basically, then it will, you know, like it's still under my TDEE, if that makes sense. So I think my actual TDEE, because I work out 6 days a week, my body fat percentage and my height, my weight and everything is like 2,300 calories a day to maintain my weight. I'm only eating about 1,950 calories on my eat days, so I try to keep it below that TDEE for sure. That's what I do anyway. Hello. I really hope, can somebody tell me on Facebook, on my group, if my post went, my mom just texted me, if my post for like letting people know that I went live posted, because I scheduled it to go on at 3 and I don't know if it actually posted or not, because I'm in here, my computer's in there. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I feel like I missed some questions, so I apologize. Also, yes, it posted. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Is anybody else keeping a journal? during this experience. I just started and I'm actually rather enjoying it. I feel like Anne Frank. You saw something on Snapchat. You didn't see it on Facebook? It didn't post for you? Huh. Well then, we might need to go into the computer room. Today's an eat day. Fast begins again at 6. I'm letting my fast begin at 8 o'clock tonight, but I might end it sooner. It kind of just depends. Keeping a notebook. Do you drink green tea? I don't drink green tea because it makes me sick. I wish I could. I actually had this conversation with my best friend earlier today and it made me sick. What do I write in my journal? I'm just writing about like what's going on in the world right now. Like I literally am like 3 pages in. Like, okay. That's it. Just a couple pages. I Facebook posted. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Melissa. How long am I fasting for? Well, right now I'm not fasting, but I typically fast for 36 to 38 hours. Taxing kidneys. I haven't heard anything about it affecting your kidneys. I think if anything, fasting helps break down a lot of toxins and stuff like that for the body. It's really good for the body to do a fast. I know there's lots of misinformation out there, but I just follow with what I do. Hi, Heather. You were out here yesterday, weren't you? I'm pretty sure I remember your name. I'm trying to like remember people's names as they pop up because I'm terrible in person. What do you drink when are on eating days? What do I drink on my eat days? I think that's what you're asking. I mean, I drink water. I'm not a soda person. I really don't drink a lot of water. You tried the vegan diet? I know that like greens and stuff can definitely do that to you. You have a kidney disease. Somebody says they have a kidney disease and fasting is very good for your kidneys. So I can't remember who asked about the kidneys thing, but yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you, Heather. I thought I saw your name and I went through and read the comments. I couldn't remember. How do I deal with negativity from people who don't understand fasting? I actually don't run into it like at all anymore, which is really nice. If I do come across some comments on YouTube, I really just ignore them. I have to start letting it slide off my back because for a while there, it was really hard for me to go through and read the comments. And I know a lot of people didn't like that. And I apologized for it, but it was just, you know, being human and seeing people talk crap about you, like these keyboard warriors, it was really hard for me to read comments and like, I couldn't do it. But I've been doing better now and I've been going through and I've been reading comments on YouTube videos and things like that. And it's all really positive. So that makes me feel a lot better because starting this Facebook group too, I've realized how many wonderful people out there are following. On your Instagram, I was looking at your guide for doing macros. Do you like it? I really don't count my macros anymore. I did for a while there and then I kind of just fell off the wagon and stopped. So yeah, but yeah, keyboard warriors. Have you heard them called that before? They're so mean. Was it hard for my family to understand why you're fasting? Not really. I mean, no one really said anything to me about it. My little brother, actually, he was kind of knew a little bit about it. My fiance Ian knew what it was because he was the one that kind of like put a bug in my ear because he was doing it for his own health. And so like he was understanding and my brother was understanding and my mom didn't really seem to like care too much. I know some of my friends were concerned at first because whenever I started doing fasting, it was not a big thing yet. Like we're talking 2.5 years ago that I started. Have I been to the doctor in the last few years? Yes, I have actually. I went to the doctor a 1.5 years after I started fasting and she even did a blood test on me and everything came back positive, like no deficiencies in anything, all my levels were great, and that's why I knew it was okay to continue fasting. And that's when I too asked her about like, you know, can you tell if I have like loose skin or like what's going on with my body? Is this excess fat that I'm still trying to lose or is this just loose skin? And she told me that it looked like I really just have loose skin. I was in a perfect weight range and everything like that. But right now, like I've said yesterday in yesterday's video, that the reason I continue to do prolonged fasting is for the autophagy benefits, which is what helps show, oh my goodness, back up, which helps you with the appearance of loose skin. That's awesome. That your mom joined you with it, you know, went with it. I've told my mom multiple times, you know, if she wanted to do it, but she's like, I just can't do it. I just can't go a whole day without eating. And so many people say that. And there are people who have trouble going a full day without it, but I don't. And no, I don't put salt in my water when I fast. I do not. I don't do any kind of extra electrolytes or anything like that. I haven't really felt a need to. How are you able to jump into ADF? When I first started, I've said this before, on my fasting days, I allowed myself to eat up to 500 calories, mostly at dinner time. And from there, I was able to, actually, Bowser. From there, I was able to go back to doing alternate day fasting, or go to alternate day fasting. So it's like the first week on my fasting days, I did 500 calories. And then on my eat days, I would eat up to the number that I told you guys between my BMR and TDEE. And then the week after that, I thought I would go ahead and give it a try. And I was able to fast the full 40 hours. When I first started fasting, I was really consistent at fasting for 40 hours because I lived alone at the time. And I would come home from work and it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I was like already ready to make dinner. So I would make dinner and eat that and be done eating by like 6 o'clock and then not break my fast until like 9:30, 9:10 or something like that. So yeah, that's kind of my whole thing on that, I guess. That's how I started anyway, was just kind of work your way into it. And if you don't feel comfortable doing 500 calories on your fasting day, you can always start off doing like a little bit more, like one meal a day or something like that, or anything like that. Have I ever experienced low blood sugar? No, I didn't. I didn't do that. I didn't ever feel dizzy. I'm trying to think of any side effects that I really had whenever I first started. And I can't really think of anything that really affected me. Like I've heard so many people who have struggled with it, and I've been very fortunate to not to have had any struggles whenever I began. 51 hours of water fast. How much water do I drink on my fasting days? Not enough. I wish I drank more, but I'm so bad at it. I really need a way to keep myself accountable for drinking water. You notice better skin after you started fasting? About halfway through my journey, in my first year, I guess I should say, my skin started breaking out really bad around my face. And I'd never had acne before. Doing some research on this and stuff like that, I found out that it was a way of my body clearing itself of toxins within my skin. So I broke out super bad around my face. And occasionally I still do now. That's mostly around that time of the month though, because I'm not on birth control anymore. I'll just put it out there. I stopped doing that too after I started fasting, just because I'm not huge on the whole birth control thing, but that's just me personally. I don't like taking, medications if I don't need to or things like that. And so I stopped taking that, and then that's when my skin started breaking out more too. And then along with fasting, cleared all the toxins out of my skin, and then now like I said, about once a month I have pretty red breakouts, like hormonal acne around my face. I'm still trying to clear it up. Yes, birth control is whack, and that's why I don't take it anymore. But to each their own. If somebody takes it for their own health reasons, that's completely understandable. For me personally, I took it for my own health reasons. I definitely... Thanks, Dennis. Scientifically proven it makes you attracted to your siblings? What? Anyway, I started taking it when I was 16 because I had really bad cycles, and it kind of helped balance them out to where they weren't as bad, and I wasn't like laying in bed. How long was your longest fast? How was it? My longest fast, oh my gosh, I want to say maybe, it was over 42 hours for sure. I want to say 46 hours, but I honestly cannot remember. I don't remember how long it was and how I feel. I only would have fasted that long if I wasn't hungry. So whatever was going on in my life at the time, I wasn't hungry. I know every time like I go on vacation and come back too, because I always let myself enjoy myself on vacation. Vacation? What the heck? I am not from the South. I'm from Missouri, which is not South to some people. Whenever I go on vacation, I allow myself to eat what I want. So what am I having for dinner tonight? I actually found a recipe on Pinterest today when I was doing my second walk on the treadmill. I found a recipe that is like some chicken pasta with sun-dried tomatoes and stuff like that I think I'm gonna do. It sounded kind of good. And then that way I can also make some Hawaiian rolls that I have in my fridge as well. Like I said, I haven't had lunch today. I'm still not hungry. and I have over 1,200 calories left for the rest of the day. Do you see any benefits to fasting over your 40 hours for alternate day? I mean, there are benefits in the fact that the longer that you are in that fasting state, the longer your autophagy is working. So the harder your body is working to burn and break down cells and fat and things like that. So it's kind of like those prolonged fasts are good for you. So thank you for starting this challenge, question mark. I hope you didn't mean question mark. Should you do heavy cardio on non-fasting days? I mean, I kind of just work out what feels best for me. My workout routine right now, what I've been doing for the past probably 8 months is, well, I don't even know if it's been 8 months. I can't remember when I started this, but I started doing cardio, so like running on my eat days, and then on my fasting days I'll do lifting, which I know some people have said they've heard not to do that on your fasting days because of the proteins and stuff, but I honestly have not had any issues with like muscle deterioration or anything like that. Like I just had my second DEXA scan and everything came back in tip-top shape. No muscle deterioration, no bone deterioration or anything like that. I've gained muscle for sure. Like I really want to show you guys my arms, but my sweater is like too tight. This is a youth large, okay? Listen, it's from Disney, but I didn't go there. I found it at the Disney store. So yeah, I mean, I work out both days, but I do my cardio on my running days. Like I did it this morning. I did 16 minutes on the treadmill where I ran, and then I came upstairs and I did a Pop Sugar fitness workout routine. Do you plan on doing more live chats? I plan on doing a live chat every day as long as people are interested in them. I know for 95 days, people might get bored hearing me come on here and talk, but I really just want to come on here to see how everybody's doing and make sure how everybody is like just participating in the fasting group, or you know, just to talk, because we're all stuck inside right now and it feels good to like be social this way, you know, with all these people, all these wonderful people. Do you have your Lose It app set up to add calories to your eat days if you worked out extra? Can you talk about your Apple Watch settings and where you started with it versus now? Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to answer that question and I keep getting more. I posted the Pop Sugar workout this morning on the group, by the way. Do you have your Lose It app set up to add calories? My Lose It app will add calories if I work out to a certain point and I walk a certain amount of steps. I have changed my Lose It app because I didn't know that I still had it set on moderate exercise for a while. And so it was giving me extra calories with less steps walked because it thought that I was only doing moderate exercise, not heavy exercise. So when I changed it to heavy exercise, it's definitely harder to get those extra steps and now to add more calories, but that's fine with me. Like I would rather do that so that way I know that I'm being more accountable for what I am eating compared to eating more than I need to be because of how I'm working out. I don't even know if that makes sense. See, I have a hard time, like when people ask me questions, I like to be able to sit there and think about it for a while before I answer it, because sometimes I want to be able to answer it to the best of my knowledge without sounding like I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, good, I'm glad that made sense because I wasn't sure if it did or not. Do you count carbs? No, I don't count carbs. I worry I overeat because I allow those calories in. Well, it really just depends on what your total daily energy expenditure is. Like, are you sedentary? Do you sit all day? Do you work out 6 days a week? Things like that. So, yeah. It's getting warm. Let's open that door. How often do you eat bread, rice, other carbs on your eat days? And also, what do you do when, Oh! Oh no. Sorry guys, I had a malfunction. How often do you eat bread, rice, other carbs on your eat days? And also, what did you do when your weight plateaued? What time did you start your fast? Today. Well, I'll start my fast at like 8 o'clock tonight. And how often do I eat bread, rice? I eat those things really whenever I want. I don't count carbs. I don't find it necessary. I mean, I'm a little bit more, what's the word? Like kind of watch the carbs that I eat now compared to whenever I started at the beginning. But I will tell you, for the first 2 years, I didn't even look at carbs. Like, it didn't matter to me. And in the first year, I lost 98 pounds. So I don't really eat those. I mean, I eat them, but I don't like really watch them anymore. Or, you know, I kind of did for a minute where I was just doing like moderate carbs or whatever. And I think to maintain my moderate carb count was like 204 carbs, and I kind of just stopped. What do you have favorite meals you eat every week? I've not seen that documentary, so I can't answer that question for you. But my favorite meals, I love oatmeal. Oh my gosh, oatmeal in the morning. I add oatmeal with some protein powder and my almond milk, and I just make a really good bowl of oatmeal with some banana. Oh, that sounds so good. I might have to like do that for lunch, but I'm still not hungry, and it's almost 4 o'clock. I mean, we're 30 minutes away from 4 o'clock, but it's gonna be dinner time soon. I just don't feel like eating yet today, so it's going good. Do I count calories? Yes, I do. I use the Lose It app to count my calories, and I've talked about this in my video yesterday and a couple other places before. I think I'm gonna come out with an actual video that talks to you guys about how I count my calories, because this is a question that I get asked multiple times a day. So, you know, like, I would like to be able to put the information in one video so that way I can refer people to it, because I get asked it so many times. But yes, I do count my calories. I count them basically on everything. Most of the things that I have, or the foods that I make, I scan each individual ingredient. Like, it is time consuming, sure, but that way I know I'm getting an accurate calorie count whenever I scan in those ingredients. I also have a scale, so I measure my food. That's something that I started doing as well. And I don't take any supplements. I mean, occasionally I'll put some protein powder in my oatmeal or something like that. But as for supplements, besides like some vitamin diet, like not dietary vitamins, but some like digestion probiotics or things like that, I'll do that, but like nothing that is like a actual protein supplement. The protein that I take, it's called Pure Organic or something like that. It's from Walmart. It's a French vanilla brand. And then, I don't have it over here, Perfect Keto just sent me some chocolate that's actually really good that I added into my oatmeal on Sunday, I think. It was really good. Sorry, I'm missing questions. They're disappearing. How often do you do that with a recipe, especially fitness? How often do I do the recipe? What do you mean by that? Do you notice any difference? No, I don't really notice any difference between if I eat carbs or if I don't. I don't really get tired. I mean, everybody gets tired if they eat a wholesome, like, you know, meat, potato, green bean type of meal, like Thanksgiving food. Like, that is a pretty heavy carb based dinner, but everybody gets tired with that. But if I eat like a roll or something with my meal, it doesn't affect me. If I eat bread, one of the things that I have been showing a lot on my channel is the 0 carb bread that I'm able to get from my local store. And I feel so bad like posting about it because I know it's not accessible for everybody to get. But it's from Thin Slim Foods. You can get it online. I want to actually reach out to them and see if I could get like some kind of a code for you guys if you're interested in getting like 10% off or something like that. Just because I think it would be really cool for you guys to try it, because I know a lot of people ask about it. They have 0 carb hamburger buns, 0 carb hot dog buns, regular bread, bagels, pastas. It's good. So yes, listen to your body, to each their own. I am not here to judge anybody on what they do with what they eat or how they eat, and I would expect the same respect from everybody else, just because everybody does what works for them. Some people might not be able to go for 24 hours or 38 hours or 42 or 48 or whatever it is, and that's okay. We're all human and we all have different bodies and we all have different ways of adjusting and all that stuff. So that's why I started the group, because I want people to be accepting of one another. And we don't need hate right now, guys. Like, what's going on outside? We can even leave our homes, you know? And different goals. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Because we do have different goals. Everybody might not be wanting to lose weight. Some people might wanting to gain muscle and not lose, you know, like, yeah. Love is all we need, yes. I actually just posted a picture on Instagram kind of like that. I'm an emotional eater. Do you feel or struggle the same with all that going on? Yes, last week was so bad for me, especially since I had to reschedule my wedding. It was so rough. Like, I'm not going to go into it too much because I feel like I've already talked about it so much, but rescheduling my wedding when I was supposed to be getting married on Saturday was so rough for me emotionally. And I had a lot of stress going on with everything else going on in the world. And on top of that, I was getting ready to start my cycle. So, you know, it sucked, but I'm over that point. That's another reason why I started the challenge, so I could get back on track. What do I drink whenever I can't do just water? I go back to coffee a lot. The sparkling iced waters are really good. My favorite is the lemon lime one. It tastes just like Sprite. Like I said, I don't drink soda. I haven't had like a Diet Coke in I can't tell you how long. Like, my family grew up on drinking Diet Coke, and whenever I moved out when I was 18, I stopped drinking it then, and I'm not a dark soda person at all. So finding these sparkling ice waters, they're like 5 calories for the bottle. I really like them, and I know some people can't do them because of the natural sweeteners in them. I think there's like sucralose or something, and some people say that they can't do sucralose and things like that, but I drink them mostly on my eat days anymore. So I used to drink them on my fasting days too, which is fine. But like I said, I like doing just regular 0 calories on my fasting days. So yeah, but I feel like I'm rambling a lot. I'm so sorry. Oh, it feels so weird like sitting here talking to you guys too like this, because I don't know how many of you watch all my vlogs, and I feel like I'm actually talking to you guys, so that's nice. Does Crystal Clear exist in the US? I don't know. Is that like a sparkling water? A live wedding? Yeah, no, it's not happening. I mean, they closed everything. They even were like, you can't even have weddings now. Like, we had kind of considered going through with it. And then we decided to push it back till June. And then today is our first day of quarantine, and they're not letting us do anything now. Like, my fiance has a piece of paper that if he gets pulled over by a police officer, he has to show it to him to say that he's an essential worker. It's crazy times. I feel like I'm in a science fiction movie, and that's why I'm also journaling about it. Because I want to show my kids it in 20 years. But yeah. Is all of Missouri in quarantine? I believe so. I think every state is, isn't it? Is this my first live chat? No, it's my second one. I did one yesterday as well, and I plan on doing one every day for the next 95 days unless I accidentally get shut down like I did earlier when I tried to film this one. What's a smart lockdown? Is that like you can go out but stay 6 feet away from people? Because they're telling us like, don't leave your home unless you need like groceries, or if you have to take food to your family or something like that. So I'm just trying to stay home. We are in Denver, 1.5 meters. I don't know what that means. Is that like 3.5 feet? Shops are still open. Blacksburg, I don't know where that is. So maybe not everywhere is, which is nice. That's great to hear. I just hope that by June things are back close enough to normal that I can go through and have my wedding. Because I worked too hard to look like this to not be able to fit in my wedding dress. Virginia, okay. Well, did West Virginia ever come up with cases? I'm curious because last I heard they hadn't had any documented cases. Yeah, let's hope on something faster than June. I agree. Bowser, what are you doing? My sleepy pup over there. Georgia, only schools are closed. Oh, really? My cousin's from Georgia. Need to see Bowser's eyes. If he'll come here. And then I have to move the camera. Come here, Bowser. Come here. There you go. You live in Noonan? So does my cousin. Aw, you missed him. Bowser, what are you doing? Yes, I'm keeping my wedding dress on lockdown. South Jersey, bring him. Yeah, it was in a closet because I had to have it kind of fanned out so it wouldn't wrinkle. And then I had to put it back in a bag. So sad. The name of my fasting group on the app, are you talking about the live fasting tracker app? Because that's freaking fasting fun, or freaking fasting fun with no G at the end. Love my warning sign. Challenge hair coloring in this video, dyeing your hair. I'm not, girl, I just did this hair. I'm not changing it again. Also, I've kind of like decided that there's no point in me doing my makeup or hair for the next many days, so I probably won't. And it's actually working out really well for me. It's kind of nice being natural in the face and the hair and stuff. I don't feel like I have to do much to myself. What are you doing? Here, he's back. Bowser, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Here's a puppy. You haven't worn a bra in nearly 2 weeks. Nice. Hey, yo. What are you doing, buddy? Huh? What's up? Oh, thank you for the kisses. Thank you. Yeah, Dennis, me either. Do I ever get tired of ADF? Sometimes I'm like, I just want to stop and like give up, but then I don't, because I remember why I started and the motivation behind starting it, and that's just to be healthy and happy, and I've accomplished both of those things so far, and I like how I feel with it. I mean, there's some days that I do struggle, and those are the days that I struggle most emotionally, because I'm like, I really don't want to break, but I know my body needs me to, and so I allow myself to break, and then I beat myself up, and then I get over it. So that's the biggest thing for me, is trying not to be so hard on myself. I've always been so hard on myself. What kind of dog is Bowser? He's a Basset Hound Schnauzer mix. He was an accident puppy, and he was free, so that's even better, you know. He's actually, I guess his breed is called a Bowser, so we called him Bowser, and I don't know, he's the sweetest. And now I do have a group that'll motivate me. Exactly. Can we do just a question and answer with Bowser? How would you do that? Am I going to video my wedding day? Probably, but to be honest, guys, that's gonna be a very personal experience. That and the honeymoon, I already do so much. You know, I always share everything with you guys, but Ian and I talked about it in my wedding day. You know, I'll probably show some pictures and videos and stuff, of course, but it's going to be just a very personal families and friend thing. So I'm trying to find the name of the fasting group in the live app. What was that again? It was freaking fasting fun, I believe. Is there anyone? Sorry, I missed that question. Is there anyone who you wouldn't recommend ADF to? People who probably really don't need to lose a lot of weight, to be honest. I mean, if you are 115 pounds and you're trying to do alternate day fasting to lose weight, or if you're pregnant, I don't think that you should do fasting with pregnancy, because you're not just trying to, you know, nourish your own body, you're trying to nourish your child's body. So when the time comes that I decide to have a child, I probably will not be fasting anymore. So where did I learn about alternate day fasting when I first started? Well, like I said, my fiance Ian was doing 16/8, I think, for his own health benefits. And I kind of just researched fasting, and I came across an article from Samaya Kazi. She's super sweet. I was so excited. I'm gonna try to meet with her. She lives out in California, and my brother is actually going to be working on Carnival Cruise Lines again. He worked on it this past year. He's gonna be working on it again this year, or he worked on it earlier this year, I guess I should say. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But she lives out in California, and his ship's going to be leaving from California. So I think whenever I go out to see him, I would like to be able to spend a whole week in California, where I can actually go and meet Samaya in person and get to know her, because we talk occasionally through Instagram and stuff like that. And she's one of my biggest inspirations. And she's the one who I found the article about how I lost 50 pounds. How I dropped 50 pounds, excuse me, that she wrote an article about, and she talked about how she did 4-3 fasting. And from that, I did, and from that, I was able to kind of make my own version of alternate day fasting and went from there. So it's like I actually read her article, and I remember sitting at my computer desk reading that article, and I was like snacking on some mixed nuts, and I was like, okay, today's gonna be an 8-day, tomorrow's gonna be my first fasting day. And that's how I decided that I was gonna do it. Like, that's all it took was her article to really put a bug in my ear. Sorry if you hear that dog outside barking. Every time I open that back door, he starts barking. I love dogs, but it's really annoying. Why have I fasted for so long? I fasted for so long, like I said before, because the first year I lost 98 pounds. And then the past year and a half, I've been working on recompositioning my body. So I've been losing fat but gaining muscle and working out and things like that. And because of the autophagy benefits behind it, like I said, I don't have a lot of loose skin except around my midsection. And with autophagy, it breaks down old and broken, used, diseased, whatever cells, and it recycles them, and it helps with the appearance of loose skin. So that's why I have done it. How does it make you feel knowing that you've inspired so many people? It's weird because I'm still very much me. Like, I don't look at myself any higher than who I am as a person. Like, I still a lot of the time feel like the same shy girl from high school that like kept her head down when I walked through the hallways, and you know, like, you can tell I'm just human and everyday normal person here talking to you guys, stumbling over words. Like, I'm not reading from a script. I'm just literally talking to you guys and like spilling my heart online for thousands of people to see. But it's really weird. Every time somebody tells me that they inspired me, I'm just like, oh, thanks. So did you hear about the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl? Like, let's change the topic, please. It's weird to me. I don't know. I feel strange. But yeah, it's almost 4 o'clock. We've been here for 42 hours now. That is what makes you special. It's natural and real. Well, I appreciate that. How about them Chiefs winning the Super Bowl? It's weird. That's one thing that, like, I told you guys earlier how people put in the comments that I was like pandering and selling out and things like that. And that I was full of myself, and that really hurt me because I've never, ever, in my mind, have been selfish about anything. I'm always doing things for other people. I don't ever put myself first, and it really hurt to hear people think that I was pandering and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, it was with the almond butters. People were really mad at me about those, talking about them. So, yeah, but moving on. Losing weight, would it affect the autophagy? Losing weight fast, would it affect the autophagy? I don't think so. I mean, like I said, I lost 98 pounds in the first year. I've been overweight my entire life, though. If you've been overweight for a long period of time, you're going to have loose skin. I mean, if you've had loose, or, you know, if you've gained weight for like probably 3 or 4 years, it really just depends on how your skin is. But because I was overweight for so long, my loose skin's not going to go away with purely intermittent fasting. It's going to have to go away with other methods. And I don't know if those methods will happen. It would be nice, but at the same time, I'm also very real in knowing that not everybody can do that, and I don't want to have to, I don't know. It's kind of one of those topics that it's hard for me to talk about. Yeah, I know I can't make everyone happy. It's just one of those things. People were yelling at me for the ingredients, and it's like, saying that I was promoting an unhealthy product when it's like, I never told you guys that they were healthy. I did say that they were low carb and high protein, and they were freaking delicious, and they still are freaking delicious. But people were yelling at me for the oils and the dyes and stuff that were used in them, and I'm just like, I can't control that, but I like eating them, and they make me feel good. So, does any food upset your stomach after fasting the day before? Not really. I don't have any food allergies or anything like that. So really, I am an open book. I used to hate beans and rice, and now I eat them all the time. So it's kind of nice to be able to expand what I do eat now, because I used to not really eat a lot of anything. I wasn't a picky eater, but like I said, beans and rice were... Yeah, see, like I would make it a treat too. Like those butters were just so good to me, and it's no different than a candy bar if you look at it that way, but this has a higher protein count and actually isn't bad for you. And I actually talked to Mark over at All American Butters, and told him, like, I'm really sorry that I had such backlash, but I was like losing followers and viewers and stuff on it because of it, because people were so mad at me for talking about them all the time, when it was something that I was purely excited to share with everybody, and just like, look at this small business, they're doing great, they have these great products and they're really good, and I think you guys really enjoy them. And people thought that I was pandering and selling out and getting paid like hundreds of dollars from this company, and that's not true at all. I was just excited to share them. And like a lot of people said, you can't make everybody happy, but I had to do what was best for my channel, I guess. You just ate some of the All American Butter, salted caramel, hot chocolate almond butter. I'm such an almond butter fan. I actually thought about ordering just their plain almond butter and peanut butter and doing some recipes with it, so that way I can still kind of talk about them, because, you know. Am I doing these lives every day? If so, that's awesome. I'm hoping, whoops, on a day late, not sure if I should fast today or if I should eat and then fast tomorrow. Everybody that I know is fasting or eating today and fasting tomorrow. So yes, if you want to jump on now and do it, then that's great. Like, go ahead, go for it. And I saw somebody say, did I start meal prepping when I first started? I'm trying to remember. I think I did, but I did not limit what I ate. I've never really limited what I've ate. Like, I've always ate what I wanted. So, less calories than traditional peanut butter. Did you pick the announced winner? I did. I actually commented to both of them on the video, scrolling past all of the, yeah. I picked the winners from the video. Sorry, I was reading messages as they come in. If you notice me like looking over here, it's because I'm getting like a bunch of messages at the same time, and I want to be able to focus on what I'm saying without reading it, or, you know, and like answer it without reading all those that are coming in too. I don't want to mix up my words, which is happening during this whole video. It is motivating to know other people are fasting on the same day. It is. And I've had a lot of people tell me, like, we're on the same schedule. I think it's great because when you eat, I eat, you know, things like that. And it's like, that's cool, because that's why I started not only this group that I started, which I'll link in the description of this video too, because I know I had some people yesterday ask, what was the group? What group are you talking about? And it's on Facebook. If you don't follow Facebook, that's why I'm doing the live videos on YouTube. And I do plan on doing them every day. So that way we can just kind of come together and keep accountable and everything. But they'll probably be at different times every day. Yesterday was at 2, today's at 3, and this video's already gone over like 10 minutes from the one yesterday, just because I keep talking. How many are in the challenge? I think last I checked the group, there were over 500. But I know people are liking my page and not adding the group, because I don't know if they're, I don't know if they noticed that there's actually a group other than my page. So I linked my group on the page, so hopefully if people see it, they'll know. 527, perfect, thank you. Do you still plan on posting videos a couple times a week like you've been doing? Yeah, I do actually. I still plan on posting my vlogs like I have been doing. That's a big part of my channel, is posting those vlogs every day, but I also like coming on here live and talking to you guys too. I think it's been fun. So I feel like I saw something else pop up here. Nope. We've almost been on here for an hour, guys. So I probably am gonna sign off here soon because I really want to finish my painting. What is the tune behind my videos? It's actually, as embarrassing as this is, I don't have a MacBook computer or anything like that. I do all my editing from my iPhone. And I know the editing's not like super professional or anything like that, but the tune behind it is actually just the simple themes tune. I don't even know what it's called. Like, it's just a tune that came with iMovie. I've been using it for 2.5 years now. And my friend Shayla actually has sent me some music to use on some of my other videos. If they aren't my vlogs, I have them on other videos. And she sent me some tunes that I can put on them too that I really like. But I just keep the simple one on there. You need to show us your playlist. What playlist? I'm sorry. Do you see yourself fasting for your entire, or getting to the point where you don't feel like you have to do it anymore? I don't think I'm gonna fast forever. Like I said, once I have kids, I know I'm not gonna fast anymore. Right now, I'm just fasting, like I said, for the autophagy benefits. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I kind of just take each day as it comes. I would love to get to 1,000 days. I have an idea for on my 1,000th day of intermittent fasting. I think I want to rewatch my first video that I ever made and do like a reaction video of it, because I don't watch any of my old videos. I just kind of post them and then like, away with you. So I'll probably watch it and like do a reaction or something, because I was so nervous in that first video. I remember filming that and having Bowser in my lap and like playing with it. I don't know. That was ridiculous. What time? I don't really have a specific time, but I will be posting it on my Facebook page, Snapchat, and I guess I could also put it on YouTube, like in their statuses. I'm gonna post it on every social media account that I have to let you guys know when I will be going live for that day. Because like I said, yesterday was at 2, today was at 3. It really just depends on what I'm doing, because my day-to-day has been changing a lot. Tomorrow will be a fasting day for sure. I work out at night on my fasting day so I can go to bed after I do my lifting, basically. Like, we watch Letterkenny and then go to bed. So, yeah. I think I'll incorporate ADF. Yeah, that's a good idea to help maintain. I know a lot of people do it to maintain. I know whenever I'm done, I've learned so much from this experience when it comes to like knowing what's good for me and what's not, eating this or eating that, or how many calories to eat and things like that. I was not the healthiest person before all this, of course. I didn't know anything about health. So, is he introverted or extroverted? He's kind of like me, maybe, but I don't think he could come on here and do a live video, if that's what you're asking. Like, he's much more of a quiet whenever he first gets to know you, and then as he gets to know you, he gets more to be himself. So, how many days have I been doing alternate day fasting? Today would be 930 days of intermittent fasting. Yep, 930 days. That's insane. I think my 1,000th day is June 1st or something like that. So, yeah, well, 134 weeks. Yep. And I think I started vlogging at like 10 or 11 weeks of intermittent fasting. I was like, I'm gonna start documenting my journey just for myself. And I had like 50 subscribers, and now I have almost 46,000 people that follow me. And that's so insane. Yeah, I've kept track. You kidding me? I wanted to see how long I could do for. All right, when we hit this video in an hour, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off so I can paint. Might just go ahead and do it now though, unless you guys have any more questions. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thanks for saying I'm inspiring. And how about Chiefs? What am I painting? I'm painting this right now. It matches the other one that I did like years ago up there. I used to paint all the time and then I kind of stopped, so yeah. I did that for an art show that I was in years ago. And yep, I just kept it, basically. Yes, I'll do a live again tomorrow, but I don't know what time. I'll let everybody know on all the social medias when I'm going live. And I don't know if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and do the notification thing or not. I never ask people to do that, so that's why I'm saying I don't know. That if it'll give you a notification that I'm going live, or just watch out on all 17,000 social media accounts I have. I'll try to post a status on everyone. The painting is beautiful. Thank you. I'm so excited to get it done. I haven't painted in so long. I'm gonna work on it tonight and I'll post it on Snapchat if you guys follow me on Snapchat. And maybe Instagram too. So yeah, but all right, we're at 55:30 and I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign out of here because it's almost 4 o'clock. Ian will probably be home any minute now. So I don't want Bowser to start going crazy, you know, and all that good stuff. But he does bark when Ian gets home, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much. You got a recommendation and you're not even a sub? Oh, hi. So thank you guys so much for watching. I super appreciate it. Like, it means the world to me that you guys are coming on here and watching me talk. Like, even watching my vlogs. When you guys watch my vlogs, it makes my heart happy. All the likes, all the positive comments. You know, I'm doing this for me, and seeing the reassurance that I'm doing well makes me happy. So, you know, yeah. But anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you for watching. I super duper appreciate it. And I will post the Facebook group link in the description of this video once it gets posted. And we will be, oh yeah, like do it now. I'll post it now here in a second. So have a good evening, everybody, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye from the UK. I don't know what time it is there. I'm so sorry if it's super late and you're up watching me talk about random things. But thanks guys so much. Appreciate it. Love you. I will see you tomorrow.